I'm not a particularly knowledgeable photographer, but I have managed to take some photos that I'm pretty proud of. Like this one. And this one. And this one. Wait, no, not this one. And this one. And this one. And I thought this video would be the perfect opportunity to combine my hobby of photography and my profession of woodworking. I'm gonna travel around the west side of Washington with a couple rolls of film, and I'm gonna print off my top 10 favorite photos. Then I'm gonna build museum quality picture frames using all sorts of different woods, ranging from the most basic like maple, cherry, and walnut to some exotic ones like purple heart, sapele, and wenge. Finally, I'll finish them off with a couple strokes of my homemade 100% natural hard wax oil wood finish. You know what I'm saying. And the end goal of all of this is to sell these on my website, so make sure you stick around until the end to see how these turn out. All right, you guys, it's a beautiful day in the Seattle area to take some photos, but the first stop we gotta make is to go get some film that's gonna be in downtown Seattle. So let's get to it. Okay, I'm here in Discovery Park. I'm with my friend Ryan. He's gonna be here in a lot of these places with me, heading to the beach. Ryan and I went on a hike and it's magnificent. I don't think I'm gonna capture how good it is with my camera, but I'm gonna try my best. I've been driving for about an hour and 45 minutes this morning. I still have about 2 hours of driving left. I don't know if anyone realizes how big this area actually is, because I definitely didn't. It's huge. First stop is gonna be Cape Disappointment. To Cape Disappointment. It is pretty sick. There's like not that many people here. It's definitely not disappointing, guys. This is sick. The stars are pretty when the sky falls. Well, I just drove another 3 hours to get to this place called Kaleluk, just outside the Olympic National Forest, and it's raining. This weather sucks. If it's me that you need, you miss me. funny, when you think of Washington, you probably don't think the ocean. But here it is. It's raining pretty good now, and it's so foggy still. There's no sunset happening. I'm just gonna get a jump start on getting home. It is 8:45, and I think I'm like 3 hours from home, so it's gonna be a late one. At the marina, some giant yachts here. Trying to get some sunset pictures.
Oh, there he is. Griffin just walked in.
What's going on? You guys, I'm like a kid in a candy shop when I walk around this store. I'm telling you, it's just, the quality of their wood is insane. Every single board is beautiful, and they've recently just got plywood into their selection, maple 3/4 sheets for $100. They've got walnut sheets, white oak. You can see their pricing right here. It's impressive, guys. Seriously, with stuff being more and more expensive these days, it feels like they're just somehow not charging more. We've got giant chunks of burl. Check out this bowl. I don't know who made this. I'd definitely eat out of that bowl. So come check it out, guys. I'm serious. It's really worth it. Okay, everybody, we're back in the wood shop, and I got all the wood right here. The first step is gonna be to cut them into more manageable pieces and square everything up. Let's go. Recently, I set up some of my Japanese hand planes, or in Japanese they're called kana, and it was a lot of work. While they may seem simple, just being a block of wood with a blade, they're not. There's so many steps to get one of these hand planes to perform properly. And even then, you still need the knowledge of how to keep them tuned and diagnose any issues that may come up. But this isn't supposed to discourage any of you from using them. Actually, the opposite. After you get one of these working right, it's not only super rewarding, but using one's probably the most satisfying part of woodworking. I'm surprised that I don't see woodworkers on YouTube using tools like this or its Western counterpart more often. Most of the time they're using an orbital sander, like an angle grinder, trying to get rid of any machine marks on the wood. Don't be like those guys. Instead, use a hand plane. It will save you time, and it's more fun. If you don't know where to start, I learned basically everything I know from a book called Sharpening and the Japanese Hand Plane. I've mentioned this book a few times on the channel, but I have no affiliation with it whatsoever. I just gained tremendous value from it, and I know a lot of you can as well. Okay, everybody, I've got all these sanded up to 120 grit. I did that now because it's going to save me a headache later when they're all glued together. The next step is going to be to cut these at a 45-degree angle on each end, and I can either do that with my miter saw or my table saw, and I'm leaning towards my table saw because my miter saw is not that accurate. It has a lot of deflection when putting the two 45s together. They're not going to be like perfectly fit. So we'll try it first on the table saw and see how it goes. Let's do it. I think I've spent the last 2 hours trying to get one of these to be tight in all four corners and have them be 90 degrees after putting them together. And I'm just struggling. I just can't seem to get it to fit good. And I just realized that my table saw fence isn't even straight. Okay, check this out. This is the straightest straight edge I own for this length. And look at this. Like, that's not just not straight, that's really not straight. Here's another angle for you guys to see. To some of you that may not seem like a lot, but when you're trying to cut 8 corners at exactly 45 degrees to match up and be 90 degrees when combined, all 4 of them have to be the exact same. And when you have that much slop, it's nearly impossible to have them line up perfect. I know that my table saw is one of the next tools that I have to replace. It is very, very old and it's been good so far, but I just feel like I'm gonna need something better, but they're just so expensive. This one was $100, which you could probably tell why. It's from 1970, but it's done good so far, so I can't really complain, but I think it's time to start looking around for a table saw. I just need some money or a company to reach out and give me one for free. So for now, I'm just gonna have to figure out how to make it work. With that being said, if you enjoy my content and you wanna help support the channel, the best way to do that and get something awesome in return is to go and join my Patreon. It costs $5 a month, and in return you get frequent updates on the channel, what projects I'm working on, how far into them I am, when the videos will come out. You get direct messaging with me at any time, and you get your name laser engraved on my cross-cutting sled. Here are my newest patrons being added now. Thank you guys so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I know $5 doesn't seem like that much, but when there's a lot of you, it adds up, and it really helps support me to be able to make the projects that I want to make and the content that I want to make for you guys. So I really appreciate it. And if enough of you guys join, then maybe I can buy a table saw. Okay, so that's how I'm getting over the hurdle of my table saw not cutting a perfect 45. I'm just running my hand plane over it a couple times, and it seems to be lining it up pretty well. Now I just got to get through 8 more sets of these, and then I'll be done. This is a time where having another table or workstation to work on would be nice. I'm kind of crowding my workbench. Those of you who have a small shop, you understand this struggle. I understand it too. But we dream big, you know? We don't let our small space define us. Inside is where we have the big space. Right here. Tightening it. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Okay, we're finally at the point where I can start throwing some finish on these. I never thought it would be so difficult to make picture frames. It was a challenge. I'm gonna be using my own homemade wood finish. It's a 2-part finish. The first part, I already have some, and the second part I have to remake some more. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see how some of these pieces come alive because this wood is super gray and like dull right now. But I know when I put the finish on, it's gonna pop and just be absolutely stunning. So I'm pretty excited for this part. This finish is pretty easy to apply. Just gotta shake it up and then brush it on and brush it off, and then it dries really quickly. This finish is 100% natural and completely food safe, but I'm putting gloves on just because I don't want it to get all over my hands and get sticky. Just kind of microfiber pad, and I'm just gonna brush it on. Start with the back. And just like that, the first part is finished. It took like 3 minutes. So I just gotta set it to the side and work on the next one. Nice. That looks so good. All right, I just finished putting on all the finish for the first part, and the photos just arrived. But I'm not gonna open them yet because there's still oils everywhere from the finish. I'll wait until everything's dry, and then I'll pick which frames go with which photos, and I'm excited to do that part because it'll be fun to choose which frames go with which photos. For now, I gotta let this dry, and then I'll be putting on part 2 of the finish. As we're getting to the end of this video, there are a few things I want to talk about. The first thing is, I just passed 20,000 subscribers, and I want to say thank you so much to everybody that's subscribed so far. You're helping me accomplish my dream of being a YouTuber. I'm going to set a goal right now of getting to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It may seem out of reach, but my channel has been growing a lot faster, and I think it's completely doable. So if you think I've earned it, then you should subscribe because it's completely free. And if you want to go the extra mile, pressing the like button and sharing this video helps a lot too. The second thing is, after trying out my wood finish on all these different species of wood, I can confidently say that it looks amazing on every one of them. Let me know in the comments if this is something you'd be interested in purchasing. I'd have to go through some certification courses to be able to ship it, and they're like $500. The last thing I want to talk about is how much difficulty I've had putting this project together. The photos took forever to print and ship. I still haven't received the black and white ones. The glass showed up with scratches and varying in size, so I'm still working on putting these together, but I couldn't wait any longer to post a video. The ones that are finished are on my website, and I'll upload the others as I get the prints and more glass. So please, if you're interested in purchasing a photo and a frame, just keep checking my website, because ultimately this is going to be the #1 way to support my channel, buying the stuff I make. As much as I love every single one of these frames, I don't want to have any left over. If you don't like any of the photos that I decided to frame and maybe want a different one or just a custom frame, you can email me using the contact form on my website. It will be linked in the description below.